got the win.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a pretty low scoring game and probably forwards dominated, and the track was probably a little bit heavier than we expected. Yeah, I think it showed at times. Both teams I thought lacked a little bit of spark throughout that game, but yeah, once I walked out on the field at the end of the game, I realised why. It's probably a little bit heavy now. I thought it was really good. It's yeah, tough effort. You know, we spoke at half time about just trying to show, I guess, a little bit more hunger or a little bit more of that killer instinct in clutch moments, and I guess, you know, 2 minutes ago we did that. But yeah, by no means an entertaining game other than the closeness of it. But very important 2 points for us. You know, coming on the back of 2 losses, we didn't want to get a third one. We got a quick turnaround and played the Blackhawks this week, and you know, you didn't want to be going into that game without confidence. So we'll get a bit of confidence now, and we'll feel good about facing them at our home ground on Friday night.
Liam Taylor is quite a decent kid, but were you backing him? Do you think that he'd have it there?
Well, first thing I thought, we scored the try at least 5 metres closer in than the ref allowed us to take the kick from, so I'll have a look at that. I'm not happy with that, but didn't bother our team. He's done a couple of times before, you know, a field goal early in the season with a couple of minutes to go, and yeah, he likes that pressure, you know, and you know, he didn't have to do a great deal during the game, so he's probably one of the fresher guys on the field. So, you know, I was glad it was him that could step up and take that goal.
You're pretty confident that try was going to come. You probably dominated it, especially sort of last 10, 15, even getting into the dying minutes. Were you confident you were going to get it?
Yeah, the biggest problem was ourselves. Every time we got in those good ball positions, we either get a bad pass from dummy half at the first receiver's feed, or we come up with just a rubbish error on play 2 or 3. And yeah, I thought we built the pressure coming out of yardage, and then we defended really well and got errors off them, but then we were just dropping the ball ourselves. So yeah, you know, it was about being patient and getting to the end of the set, and we managed to do that a couple of times in a row, and that yeah, we just happened to work for us on that last occasion. So we thought that left edge was the place to go. We had success in the first half against them down the left edge, and we just went away from there for whatever reason. So yeah, we stuck to our pattern finally in the end, and it worked for us, so it's pleasing.
What was it like out there, Chris? It must have been a lot even breezier than people probably gave it credit.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. You know, it's always hit and miss up here with this kind of weather, so it's probably rained the night before. And it was a rough pitch, but it definitely didn't phase us too much on the track. But I think it was just that greasy ball. As soon as it hits the ground, it kind of I guess it's a bit harder to take under the wing, but yeah, it was good to see that the boys just held on to it, and I think that's all it came down to, was just respect for the ball. And once we got together and we started completing, it was just a roll-on effect. We got down there and we backed ourselves to score.
Yeah, obviously an arm wrestle in the forwards. Did you feel the tide was kind of turning? About 20 to go.
I think we just had to hang on. Like, we know it was just going to be back to their simple game, just going through the middle with their forwards or backs, and then it comes back, and that's how we play our style of game as well. But you know, it was definitely an arm wrestle the first half, and it was 6-4 or something like that. And you know, you look at it straight after the half, it was 10-6, so it wasn't much in it, but it was definitely, I think it was definitely a forced game. We had to definitely step up tonight.
What do you say to the boys after that sort of game? Can you take any positives out of it?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I think yeah, in terms of ball security, and that what we take from that is that we need to be better in that area. So, but yeah, in terms of just, you know, a show of character there, and the willingness to work for each other and dig ourselves out of the hole we were in that second half, that's really pleasing. And yeah, early in the year we won a game by 2 points, won a game by 1 point. Over the last 3 or 4 weeks, it's been the other way around. We lost the game by 2 in PNG and then lost by a field goal last week. And you know, things we identified with falling down is those little 1%ers, you know, last play efforts in particular, and our completion rate has certainly dropped off over the last few weeks. So to win a game, a close one, you know, it shows me that mentally we're back on track and our attitude's correct. We've certainly got some areas to fix, and ball security is probably the main one. But defence has been winning us games. It won us, you know, 6 out of our first 7, and it's lost us 2 out of the last 3. It was good to turn that around. And you know, if we restrict teams to 2 tries, we'll pretty well win that game, and we're able to do that again today.
Is that a good, practice or will lead up to play Townsville? Of course, they've been probably the benchmark, if not close to it.
Yeah, we just week by week. I think it's saying the media that talk up the Black Hawks, mate. They don't want to hear it. No other club wants to hear it. They're not unbeatable. We challenged them well in round one, and we were nowhere near full strength. They got beaten. They've been beaten twice. No one's talking about Ipswich being unbeatable or Wynnum. They've lost 3. So I think it's all rubbish. Might sell these papers and get a few viewers, but no one believes that that's actually playing. I can tell you they're beatable. But they're playing Queensland Cup for a reason. If they were all that good, they'd all be playing NRL. So every player in this comp has a bit of a weakness that they need to work on, and that's why they're at this level and looking to go higher. They're not quite there yet. So they're like any other team. You find their weaknesses, and if you're good enough on the day, you'll beat them. But certainly they're a tough team. They've got quality. Pretty well all across the paddock, but you come to the stage of the season now where your depth gets tested, and the 1 week they had a few injuries, they lost, so maybe their depth isn't there. I don't know, it'll get tested over the next few weeks and we'll find out where they're really at, and we're happy to give them a big test this week.
Are you happy with how your depth has been without Asiata and Hoare? Your forwards have really been stepping up?
Yeah, look, you always recruit to fill your own squad, and if you get anyone back from your feeder club, then that's a bonus. Always the way I've looked at it. We've never really had that many coming back to our club since I've been here, and certainly this year we've had 2 most weeks, and sometimes one. I think we've even had none one week. To us, like I say, it's a bonus getting them back. We love having them there, but our depth, I think, is really solidly recruited that way. I think so far we've had as many injuries as anyone else. Maybe we just don't talk about them because we expect guys to come in and just fill the role, and that's where it's at for us. It's about, I guess in pre-season, your whole focus is having a squad of 30 who know exactly what's expected if and when they get the call up. And so far, our guys who have gotten the call up have done a really good job. So I'm very happy with the depth in the club.
We're good.
Thanks, guys.